Testing. Hey, coming up on today's show, how many roads must a man walk down? What isn't love? Strikes are in this season for leopards, and how many dwarfs make a midget? All this coming up on We Can't All Be Winners. Now over to deaf people with Tourette's. So how's it going, guys?
It's going alright, yourself?
Grand! Yeah, I'm pretty good. Pretty fucking good. Adjectives. How are you? How are you, Jack? More importantly. Joining me today, I don't think we should... Well, we should probably give introductions. This is like a new platform, new medium, if you will. I'm Flynn.
I'm Miles.
I'm Flynn.
I'm Miles.
I'm Flynn.
Miles.
Joining with me is Jack
Miles.
Little. Hello. And some other fucking prick.
Right?
Miles.
Oh, was that my turn?
That's you, mate. Yeah, this is us. We Can't All Be Winners. We got that name through series of very fucked up evenings where Miles usually ended up throwing up on himself or a passing by dog.
That was a compilation thing. I think I did the first one was the burger thing, wasn't it?
That's correct, yeah. When I passed out and you made me into a burger.
You passed out on my bed and I drew a dick all the way down your arm and face, and then you ordered the burger, didn't eat the burger, passed out, and I put your head inside both parts of the burger and took a picture.
And then Snapchatted you slapping the shit out of me.
Yeah, beating you up. You were asleep. You never woke up.
No, I was fucking out cold, cunt. I probably did, but then got knocked out instantly.
Took it very
like
well.
Scary Movie 1.
And then that was the first picture of We Can't All Be Winners.
It was, yeah.
And then
with a cock on my arm.
And then what I didn't realise was I started a hate war between me and you.
Didn't end well for you, did it?
No, I think I'm losing.
You lost.
I'd say it's still going. I haven't won for a while. I think you're two ahead. Two or three ahead.
Yeah.
Something like that.
If you want it. If you want to say I won 2015, 2016 was for you to come out of hospital and after the op. And 2017, Miles is now a woman, by the way. And 2017 is where it all starts again.
I can't remember all of them. One of them was
Adam's Door.
That was great.
Yeah. If you listen to the pilot on the...
is it in the pilot?
Yeah, it is. I listened back to it. It's on Audio Bean, which is where this is going to be on. And if you listen back to it, there's a whole story about the time we went to a house party and Miles took down an entire fucking door, but in its completely drunken state, mixing of absinthe and hate for himself and like suppressed gay urges. He was just sort of like in complete silence as he just sort of stared at the doorway.
Wait a minute, you're saying suppressed gay urges, but the only thing I remember that night is coming through that door and seeing you, Jack, and a French man in one bed.
We didn't want that French guy there.
Nonetheless.
I wanted to bum Jack without him, but he was like, oh no, I must watch. I don't do accents too good in that.
Really, it was weird, because it was hitting you with a baguette and you had garlic around him. Don't know any other stereotype.
I put the beret on my dick hole, and I think that's why it's peeling.
I think that's why he was still there, because I think he was still wearing it at the time.
That's it. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta look further than the beret and see what Frenchman is still wearing it on the tip of my cock.
So we are...
back. Sorry, I blacked out for a second. Now I'm on like a lot of PCP.
What was the other one? So another one was... So that was that one. I was trying to think of all of them. One of them was me drunk and saying car as I was climbing over yours and about 4 other cars in my house.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Yeah.
That was one of them when I got super drunk at the Hob Wing. I turned up to a gig in a suit. Remember that?
Yeah, vaguely remember that. I also remember the time we took you out and we went to fucking... the place where Jack used to run an open mic, and we won't say names for obvious reasons, but it was like a Spanish cafe, and Hawaiian. Anyway, we were just making our own drinks at that point, and it got messier and messier because you just drank pure mixers, like all the different colours.
I ended up behind the bar making everyone else drinks.
Did, yeah, and we didn't want you to, and you're getting dragged out.
I mean, like, fuck it, excuse me, I've worked in a bar a long time. I know what I'm doing.
You tell everyone
all these drinks. It's all in just one glass.
So yeah, you just mixed all the fucking mixers, and then decided to drink them all. And I bought you a T-shirt that day. It was a really nice abandoned ship T-shirt.
I
It cost like 30
still
quid.
have that T-shirt.
And
It's more like hippie colours now.
It was really nice white with like black design on this nice T-shirt. And you fucking threw up like the little bitch you are. And all the mixers came back up.
Only time
second.
What's the first then?
Well, that was the first.
Yeah.
There's been a second time, which was when we were at mine watching the film with me, you and Jack, and you threw up in my car because you couldn't handle your spirits.
No, that was because it tastes like fucking garbage. That was the
Yeah, okay.
thingy. Yeah, catch Jack. That was fucking awful.
Only a bad
But I
workman,
mean,
he's tools.
actually proper.
You're a fucking tool.
proper, you're the fucking tool. Fucking don't John Cena me. What was it? The first time.
Did you ever watch wrestling?
Yeah.
Chris Benoit.
I know of the name. I can't put a face to it though.
He fucking murdered his whole family.
Did he?
Yeah, I was listening to this other podcast, that Australian one I was showing you, and like they were talking about him, and he fucking, there's this guy called Chris Benoit.
I 100% know the name.
And he fucking, yeah, he used to have this special move where he'd fly through the air and headbutt people.
The old flying salmon. You can only do it upstream.
He had an Amazon match and he flew up some guy's dick hole. And like, but yeah, he used to fly and headbutt people. And
Well, she shouldn't
he
stand
got
upstream,
dementia.
should she?
And then
The only thing he remembers is headbutting people. That's how he says hello.
he came out into the ring with this fucking amazing
came
like
out on the ring? Just like
sort of theme
bouncing off
tune,
the ground. Yeah.
and it was amazing. And like, yeah, he fucking murdered his whole family.
Please tell me he murdered them all with flying headbutts one by one. I don't want to go to montage. I've got the child running away in slow motion. She turns back and he's like bouncing off the floor like water by his head.
It's like someone skimmed a rock.
But just before, like, there's one survivor. Just before he gets headbutted, a bear comes out and just grabs him and takes him off.
Exactly. And by bear, you mean a large gay man.
Right? Because you did say he came out on the ring.
He did.
He did.
And his name's Ben Marbles.
I don't know where we came from in this story. I don't know where we got.
What were we talking
We
about?
were talking about why we
Why you
can't
cut
all
yourself?
be. I've never cut myself. Thank you.
Really?
No, I haven't actually. Actually, one time I was in maths. And I think it was you, Jack. I was cutting up homework. It was either you or Lauren or someone shook me and went, "Saved your life," because I was cutting up homework with the razor sharpener blade, and I got a scar on my finger because they did it, and I missed it and went all the way down my finger.
Yeah, sure.
I can show you where. I'll show them, but they can't.
I don't give a shit.
Well, I'm not here to impress you.
I learned really quickly that if you're depressed and you cut yourself, you get laid by like scene girls fucking easily. They're 14 and like sometimes you just gotta go with it.
Remember we had that conversation about what we're not allowed to say on air?
That's one of the minute. Yeah, it's fucking cutting yourself a scene
I
girl.
thought it was just racism. I thought this was right.
I think endorsing pedophilia, endorsing the Third Reich, it's sort of endorsing anything which is subpar.
Well, we weren't endorsing the Third Reich until you literally just said endorsing the Third Reich.
Which leads me on to my next point. How many times do you endorse the Third Reich at home?
The answer's 0. The answer, pro tip, 0.
3.
3, you've heard it. Is that because it's the Third Reich?
Yeah. Not
I
the
got-
Second Reich.
Right?
Get it right the
Right.
first time. Woo! So, how was 2016 for you guys? Because we haven't really been here doing this for a while.
I missed it.
Miles kind of got cucked pretty badly, so he doesn't really leave his house anymore. Jack has got so large, he's actually just stuck in this room now. Like, occasionally we'll bring round those
I
sort of
washed myself with a rag on a stick.
Yeah. Occasionally...
Is that Bart?
We'll bring, those little sachets of butter you get from like the penny and stuff. We just come and rub down his woodwork so we can sort of squeeze him through. And he can just look out the French windows. Other than that, he just stays in here
The
now.
whole house collapsed except for the door he's in.
And I've been like in rehab since Tuesday. And
How's Amy Winehouse?
she's dead. Pretty fucking dead, I can tell you. They've got a corpse.
Still there.
Yeah, I couldn't get any drugs while I was in rehab, so we found her corpse.
Just grounding parts of it up.
Yeah,
like
we
toes.
just smoked it. Just sort of broke down her spinal column and smoked it for DMT. It was fucking intense.
I can imagine it sent
Yeah.
me straight to the moon.
That
And
was
back.
great.
If you'll be.
Yeah.
If you'll be my baby.
You know I am no good. That was one of their songs, wasn't it?
What?
I don't know, man.
I blacked out for a second.
I'm still coming down from Winehouse spine. What did you get up to in 2016, Jack?
Not a lot.
What do you mean not a lot? You got fucking engaged, cunt.
That was last year. That was the year before. That was 2015.
You haven't been engaged for over a year.
Yes, I have.
You've been engaged
Wow.
for over a year.
Yeah.
Shit.
2015.
When are you going to pop the question?
When are you going to pop a molly?
Please don't. For those at home who don't know, my girlfriend is called What did we say? Pop, yes. I've been through Snap and Crackle, and I've decided that Pop is definitely the one for me. Miles, what have you... Oh, no, Jack, sorry, I got ADHD like a motherfucker. What did you do in 2016? There's got to be something which you went, shit me, I've done this year. Bought a 2016 calendar.
I didn't even do that.
No, I haven't had a
surprised
calendar ever. Not the Chinese don't even give me one anymore because I know I waste them.
The Chinese in general, you got like
They live behind me in the garage.
the Miles dynasty.
I did a headline show in Oxford. The Hero 2 Academy. It was last year.
I played that.
Yes, you did.
Did I come to that?
You did. You insisted I gave you a backstage pass. You wouldn't come to see my headline show.
That was really fucking
But
good.
I got a backstage pass, right?
In fact, I remember that. That was a really good night for me. I drank 19 cans of cider. I had 5 shots of whiskey and about 7 lines of cocaine. And I threw my phone at you at one point while you were playing on stage.
Yeah,
You did.
someone rang you. Or messaged you.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I broke my screen doing that.
Nice.
Because I couldn't throw my underwear.
He wasn't wearing any.
'Cause, yeah, I'd already used that for firewood. But that was right at the start of 2016. So you telling me you did that, and then the rest of the year was just nothing. It was stale. You must have done something.
Apart from doing a bunch of gigs, that's about it.
One of the main gigs that I remember that was with Faultline, that it's not in a non-insulting way. You weren't very good stage presence, not because of you. It's because of the other band. Do you remember the guy wore that massive hat?
Oh,
they
I heard
refused to
about
get
this.
any of their gear off because I was at the gig.
Yeah.
I took my girlfriend's brother. Remember, we were at the front,
Yeah.
and basically there was like 2 or more drum kits. There was
3 drum kits.
There was every single band's
Well,
equipment.
he's not wrong.
There was every single band that was playing the equipment on the stage all at once
Yeah.
because everybody refused to let you to take anything off or let anyone use their own, like share anything.
For real.
And then the guy was like really arrogant about everything apparently. And then I was on stage I wasn't on stage. I was watching him as he came on stage. It's this quite short guy with this like just like a top happy kind of thing of like had like one of those like 80s like scarves around it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, proper batty boy.
Yeah, those kind of stuff.
That's the term I'm bringing back.
What, batty boy?
Batty boy is solid.
Well, technically.
Yeah, that was pretty. Oh fucking hell! We've been to a fucking couple of good gigs last year. There was Shikari,
Shikari was
which
nice.
was amazing. Like I've been listening back to the live album, and
That's a year. That's a year this month.
It is. It is. It really is. It really is. That was fucking good.
That was the best Chicago gig I've ever been to.
I
One of the my top
second
5
that.
best gigs
I
I've been
second
to.
that. Another very good one for me was HMV Institute in Birmingham, and they played fucking Zonked straight after playing Constellations.
Well,
and
this is weird.
I had a semi.
We have to see Chicago this month because last year, me, you, us 3 and Joe saw Chicago at the Ali Pally. The year before, we went on our man holiday, and we saw Chicago.
I'm holiday.
That was
Don't say that.
man holiday. But that was in February, the year before.
Probably.
I'm telling you this as a fact. But every year, except until this month ends, so far we've seen Chicago every.
I see what we can do. I'm fucking poor as shit, but I see what we can do. And also Slam Dunk last year.
Yeah, I really want to go to Slam Dunk.
I'm
But-
going this year regardless. Fucking
but it's just-
Shikari. Yeah.
I'm
Shikari's playing Taste of Skies.
I'm just thinking of money though, because obviously, Jack's wedding do, then download, and then.
I know what's more important.
But then I might be going to America with your missus and her family. And then there's Slam Dunk.
Okay, so Miles is a fucking cuck. So he probably won't come with us. But
I really want to.
last year was great. I did my usual thing of take too many drugs and get knocked the fuck out in a mosh pit.
And pee yourself.
And then I pooed myself, which I was actually leading up to, yeah.
I want to tell the story from my point of view, then you can tell the story from your point of view, because there's 2 separate points of view from you peeing yourself. So, we were at the...
I'll sort some nerds.
We were at
You nerd.
we were at the Scar stage at the beginning of it.
The what stage?
The Scar.
Okay, I remember some of the train there,
Oh my god.
No,
Sorry.
and that's about it.
No, we were at the outside stage, which was the Scar stage, wasn't it, Jack?
Jules nerds.
I'm smoking, no thank you.
Nerds?
Yeah, I'll take a couple.
Jack,
Just come.
the
Yeah,
outside
there.
stage at Slam Dunk was the Scar stage last year, wasn't it?
It was indeed, yes.
Yep. So basically, those all went to see different bands, and me and you were going to see, I think, North Lane. I think.
That's right, it was North Lane, I
Yeah.
remember
So
that.
I went on the toilet, and
No, we'd already seen them. 'Cause that's when I got knocked out to North
No,
Lane.
no, it was up before that.
Promise you, it was after.
It wasn't because we were coming because the toilets are next to the Scar, and we're coming from the toilets into the main part. Because I went to the toilet, and said, "Do you want to toilet?" And you went, "No." And then I went to the toilet, came out literally super quick, and you were gone. You were super gone. Then I walked down the ramp to go,
I promise
and then asked Molly, because I met her down the ramp.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Where's Flynn?" And I was like, "I was going to ask you where the fuck Flynn." And then you come out of nowhere, and you're like, "Oh, where'd you go? You went to the toilet." I was like, "You said you didn't need a toilet." And you went, "Yeah, about that." And I'll tell you in a minute. And when Molly left, it's like, "Yeah, I kind of like farted and then I pooed."
Yeah, that was it. Like, so what happened was we just in North Lane, and
No, you didn't. You had the scar stage.
promised you, I got knocked the fuck out.
No, because when
And you were like, "All right, come with me,"
and
and you were sort of holding me up. And I was sort of slowly making my way over to A&E.
I'll tell you why it wasn't North Lane, because when you knocked out, I put you down. I said, "I'm going to the toilet," and the toilet barrier is behind that barrier.
Anyway, I think I'd remember.
What for the guy who got knocked out and pooed himself?
Yeah. Anyway, so
Okay.
I was leaning against the wall, and Miles was like, "Stay here." I was like, "Okay, I'm not going to move." And in my head, I was like, "I'm not going to move. I'm comfy." So I thought, what I do is I just slide down the wall, and I got to that sort of squat position, you know, in PE when you do fitness tests, and you have probably not you, but like you have to do like the iron chair thing. It was like I got to there.
Did you do an iron chair thing, Jack, in school?
I didn't do PE.
It's just sort of sexy Red Eagle private school.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like,
squat down, make sure you're thumb distance away from the ground. I'll be using my thumb to make sure.
no, milk this cow blindfolded. Excuse me. And I don't know, mate. And then anyway, so we slid down the wall. I slid down the wall. I got to squat position, and everything just came out, and it fucking just flew out of my bowels. And it wasn't like it was a slight touch of cloth. I've been drinking since fucking 8 o'clock. I know. And like fucking it was pretty fucking messy. So I went to the loo, sort of waddled my way in there, kicked open the cubicle door like I was fucking SEAL Team 6, and I pulled my boxes down, and like it was just a fucking cradle of filth in there. And so what
Keep putting bands in there.
So what I did is I got some fucking bog roll and just like scooped it out and was just sort of throwing it into the toilet. And like I didn't know what else to do because I didn't want to be walking around. This is like 11 o'clock in the
You
morning.
looked at your underwear and it was like skid red.
It was fucking bad. So I tried to scrub it out. And I was like, that's pretty much it. But then I looked round and I pushed it through the fibres of my boxers. This can't happen. So I had to take them off and then fucking flush my underwear. So I spent the entire day without any underwear on because I shit myself.
Black Sabbath, yeah.
It was pretty fucking bad, mate. Wait, what?
Miles was making band puns.
I got some of them. So that was Slam Dunk for me in a nutshell. It was me shitting myself.
That was his Chemical Romance. My last one.
Yeah. Nah. Miles, what did you do last year?
Nothing, I skipped it. Got vetoed.
Took off his holiday.
Last year, I don't think my girlfriend moved in with me, technically.
Great.
I don't know why I didn't. No. I didn't really do a lot. We went download.
I didn't.
Me and Jack went to download. It was weather-wise the worst download ever.
That's why I didn't go.
I had to buy a pop-up tent and put it inside my tent and pop it up.
I would
True
like
story.
to point out that Miles bought a teepee and didn't realise that a teepee by itself is not a tent.
Ah, you fucking cuck! Why?
And to be fair, we could have been
No,
worse.
to be fair, you bought a teepee.
But
There was a hole in the roof.
no, it wasn't the roof. It was the ground that was the problem. And for the first 3 days, it was blistering heat. Yeah, it was blistering heat. But it wasn't as bad because we were black camp. The pink camp next to us was washed away.
Yeah,
wasn't
it
it?
Urban Camp.
But the pink camp was washed away completely, wasn't it? Literally, the people we were camping next to 2 guys. They kind of joined us like as dad and son, wasn't it? And they were like, "Oh, how you guys doing?" Like, "Oh yeah, we're cool. Pink's gone." We're like, "What do you mean?" That's literally what they said. No, they didn't break any like face or anything. Like, "Yeah,
No,
it's cool. Pink's gone." What do you mean Pink's gone? He went, "Have a look." We just stood up, looked, and it's just water.
Yeah.
No survivors. Just bodies.
9 confirmed dead. Fuck, do you remember that year we went last time? That made no sense. I went
The
with
security
you.
guard died in the tent.
No, it wasn't a security guard. It was a fucking like 63-year-old bloke.
Yeah,
And it was like the hottest summer on record in
He didn't
England.
have, like,
So
a
it was
heart attack
like
or something
20
like that.
degrees.
And then no one found him for like 2
The
days.
smell must have been unbearable. It would have
Obviously
been like
not, because no one found him for like 3 days.
Exactly.
Maybe the maggots carried him off.
Yeah.
in a new tent. You just see this old guy's foot just getting pulled into the ground really slowly, sinking up the Titanic. Ass first.
Eris, they're still playing.
Didn't they used to 8 years ago? Down used to have a kind of almost, I can't remember what to call it, but it's almost like a fire squad, but they're on like little like quad
That's right.
bikes.
Yeah, it still happens. That's why you have to take your tents down now.
Yeah, because they were riding over tents and they
ran someone
broke some
over.
guy's leg.
Yeah.
Just ran over his tent because the tent was like flat, but he was in his tent. His tent was down, but he was inside of it.
Good segue. Speaking of broken legs and festivals and men,
I like men with broken legs at festivals. True story.
yeah, still my joke there. That's fine. Fucking, I went to Bloodstock. Really good festival.
Never been.
Don't fucking work it. It's shite.
Project.
Never work a festival. Like, I don't care if someone sells it up to you that much. The only time you should work festival is if you're working on security, because then you get free drugs.
Or you're a band.
Yeah.
I've always thought about like the Doghouse because obviously they're not known bands. It's because there's bands that play. No, there's
DJ.
bands that play like I think 2 days for like a certain amount of time. There's a band. So obviously there's 5 days of festival.
They're like cover bands and novelty bands and things.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like there's that band that do like heavy metal Bee Gees covers and stuff.
But they brought the thing in last year. I didn't actually find where it was. But there was you have to sign up months in advance, but anyone can play. It was like
That's right.
It was open mic at
Yeah.
download, but you had to sign up months in advance. But I never found out where that was.
Is it the Doghouse? It's a legit thing.
What was it at
on a Wednesday?
Was the Doghouse?
Yeah.
I swear they put up an actual stage.
Nope.
Not like a big stage. not
Anyway,
like a small
so I was at Bloodstock, and it was fucking incredible. And we came out of our tents, and we're like, well, let's go find something to do up in the village. And so we started walking up, and we heard this fucking, like, lots of fucking people walking. You know, you hear, like, fucking sort of communist Russia footsteps. And, like, we heard that, and, like, just this really...
like the Lion King before he's about to fall on all the antelope and kind of.
My
shit.
girlfriend simbered me the other night.
That is disgusting.
Yeah.
I laugh. It was just with poo. no, she was. You weren't even doing anything. She came out the toilet and went Simba. Poo across your forehead.
Oh, yeah, no, she just fucking, like, drenched my forehead in cum. And, she sort of, like, it was weird. Like, she'd been going down on me, and then, like, she sort of crocodiled up towards me, and, like, just sort of wiped it across my forehead.
How does one crocodile?
You ever seen a crocodile get out of the water? And they're like, it was like that. And so, yeah, I sort of threw a handful at her, and it sort of turned into, like...
Kind of like the Ring climbing out the TV, yeah?
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have been your first thought. Why is she Samaring me through my covers? Just her hair in front of her eyes.
Smart.
This is fine. I'm still hard.
Yeah, anyway, I digress. So we heard, like, this chanting, like, really low rumble of chanting.
Is this still the Simba thing?
This is not anymore.
She's under the covers going,
Humman.
Sorry.
Humman.
Sorry.
Humman.
Sorry.
whoa!
No! I didn't mean to say that, but if we need to fucking air that out, we can. Humma damn, son. Humma damn, son.
Yeah. We go PG.
Anyway,
This is not PG.
tips. Anyway! Heard this chanting, and we just looked around and we saw, like, this fucking 1,000 people just walking.
This fucking 1,000 people.
And they had, like, all these fucking, like, burning crosses. No, not crosses,
No.
torches.
I was going to say, 'cause that is slowly
White
turning
coats.
more racist.
Yeah, white coats.
Were you in America? This is not, you weren't Bloodstock. Oh, well, you're a liar.
Did I say Bloodstock? No, I mean, it's pronounced KKK meat. No, and they were just
Sorry,
like,
the
chanting
Bloodstock's
Imhotep, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this has got fucking dark pretty quickly. It was kind of like on Harry Potter 4 when he goes into the
You're going to have to
Quidditch
say
World
the
Cup.
name, not the actual number, because...
Goblet of Fire, when he goes
Yes,
to the Quidditch World Cup.
with the guy from Twilight in it.
Yeah, Edward Cullen, Peter Capaldi,
I actually don't know. I know you
Simon
now, but
Hinksley,
the room's gone dark.
Kathy Rindhoops.
I was so afraid that the light would come back on and there'd be someone behind you.
I'm gone.
Then you've disappeared. Your hat is just left.
Anyway, so yeah, and we sort of fucking thought, all right, riots. So we joined onto this like group.
You
of
joined
people.
them. We didn't bother stopping them. You joined them.
Yeah, you can't beat them, join them. So I just sort of walked along, beating them all off. And They're all chanting in my
Be a
hotep.
while.
So we started chanting like Harambe or some shit, or whatever was like popular at the time. And then all of a sudden someone pulls out a fucking hunting horn. You know, the spiraled ones?
The like the beacon sort of thing.
Fucking yeah. And like everyone just stopped. And
Onward! And someone comes on the horse, just the cavalry
and then
arrives.
we just heard someone at the front who was dressed in robes and like beer cans all over him just go, "First bin found!" And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And from the other side of the fucking festival, we heard another trumpet going, and we're like, okay, cool. And
This is
everyone
too
started
organised to
walking
be a
towards
coincidence.
It was. We started, and then I couldn't see what was going on at the front of the queue. But, you know, I just followed it anyway.
Smart.
You would do, wouldn't you? So we just carried on walking with them.
All just falling off cliffs at
And
the
like,
end.
everyone just stopped. So I was like, what the fuck is going on? So we sort of come out of the line and sort of push to the front because, like, fuck everything. And there was this fucking guy dressed in the robes holding a fucking giant wheelie bin with like 4 wheels in each corner.
One of the push
And
bins.
about half a mile down the road was a fucking another group of like 1,000 people with another fucking 4-wheeled wheelie bin and a guy in robes with a fucking horn. And I realised really quickly this was fucking bin jousting.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And
yeah.
holy
my
fuck.
mind actually went straight to bin jousting.
And they went, "We need volunteers." And I went, "Fucking yeah!" Like, I've taken like a lot of drugs at this point. Fucking yes. So he was like, "Okay, cool." And all I had to do was jump up onto the bin and take things out of my pocket. So I'm like pulling out like a bag of cider from my pocket and like a small knife. There was another
and
guy.
already pre-jousting stick that you already have just in case.
A man called Dennis. It was pretty good. And like that was it. And everyone just fucking got behind me on this bin. And some other fucking big guy, the other end, jumped on a bin.
Were you just round the bins at each other, or did you have any like stick?
No, that was it. And what they do is you run at each other for fucking half a fucking mile, and these bins just fucking smash into it, and you have to throw the other person off to death.
But how? But I'm sure you're just. I can imagine just hitting and both of you just torpedoing out both sides.
Well, luckily my bin, it was like the third night, so this had already been going on.
You got a lid, so you pull the lid down like a smart
the
guy.
lid actually snapped in on itself, so I managed to sort of tuck myself down and like brace myself
So
against
you
the
hit
bin.
the guy, and the guy just gets decapitated clean in half.
The guy-
his top torso slides on the ground.
What happened was the guy sort of jumped, as it collided, he jumped into my bin, and I sort of grabbed him, and he sort of like went to sort of grab him by the throat, and I spun him up and just dropped him, and I fucking won, and I have never had an erection that fucking large since. Like, it was incredible. All these fucking people watch me, and I'm like 5 foot, if that, and I just fucking decked this cunt, and I threw him out of a bin, and like, to this day, my dad has never been so proud of me. But it was incredible.
That story could have gone in so different ways. My mind went as soon as you went, "Oh, he jumped into my bin." I can imagine him just coming out with just literally like a sock in his cock and puts like a penknife, like to start stabbing you in the bin.
And then I pull out of my penknife a cock. Yo, switcheroo!
Or he comes in and immediately you just fall in love, and it turns into like a love story. The bin lid shut really slowly as you go down.
Like a love heart just fills the screen.
The mariachi band just walks over and starts playing some romantic
Or
music.
they come out of the other bin that he was in. Just...
And they call it. Fucking oath. So yeah, that was like the highlight of my 2016 was winning this fucking bin jousting. Anyway, I dislocated my centre. No, pelvis. Because like what happened then was like fucking security turned up. Yeah, we'll wrap it up in a second. So fucking security turned up and they're like, "No, you got to take the bins away." So like we sort of threw some Johnnies at them and like sort of
Yeah.
raped a bit and like threw some Scotch eggs. And then like we fucked off because they weren't allowing us to bin joust anymore. So we went and found another crowd of people. This time they're all crowding around. We're like, "What the fuck's going on here?" And I push my way to the front, and there's a guy dressed as like a fucking like bard from D&D. Like he's got like a fucking sack on, and he's playing like a tin whistle, and he's playing like the John Cena theme on it, going doo 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 doo. And I'm like, this guy is my fucking hero. And like, there's a circle of people like Fight Club in the middle, and inside there is a guy dressed as a fucking Aquafresh toothpaste, and a fucking the Toast King, the other side with like a fucking crown and a giant piece of toast, and they're fucking full-on fist fighting to the death. And like the Toast King just fucking grabs this Aquafresh guy, throws him up like a cheerleader, and as he comes back down, just punches him in the dick. And this guy just fucking drops, and this Toast King doesn't let up. He just jumps onto him, pins him down, and starts slapping his face like fucking Donkey Kong, like that, just beating him into the ground until it was like called to like, because the Aquafresh guy was like no longer white, and and so that was like fucking awesome. But I wasn't getting any more fights. fights because like my face is my work. And so we're like, okay, that was quite cool. We watched a bit more fighting. Then we watched some kids get arrested in the toilets because the police thought they were doing drugs in there, so they fucking pulled open the doors to his cubicles, and there was 3 people in there having sex, 2 guys and 1 girl, but the girl was at the back, so it was 2 guys bumming with a girl behind them, and the police just opened the door like, well, someone's getting arrested. And then we decided, because we couldn't find any more bins, that we do human jousting. So, like, me and my group, we all just sort of, like, jumped on each other's backs. And I had a girl on my back, and Ben, he jumped on some girl's back. We ran at each other, and, like, he stuck his leg out, and I just went down. And I stuck my other leg out to sort of catch myself. And with her weight on me, it just sort of dislocated my entire pelvis. Like, my leg came out of my pelvis. And that was fun. That was really fun. I then walked 4 miles back to my car and then drove 15 minutes to the fucking service station where I just drowned my sorrows in Monster and
Seaman.
KFC beans, actually. It was KFC beans. That's the only thing I could eat there. So that pretty much wraps up my 2016. How was yours? We're going to call it a day.
Yeah, kill it.
Yeah.